video concentrates on developing independence in college. This includes
time management,
goal setting,
personal responsibility.
A big thanks to Ms. McGill for letting us allow her to interview her during her time.
Should I do one of these? Thanks, Miss Weston. We love you. Woo!
These students are studying for their test.
To start off, how did you personally learn how to manage your time in college?
Oh, I didn't do it very well, so that's why I love my job, because if you can't do it, I did. I actually took a year off after high school before I went to college, and then when I came to college, I played, and I had a very unsuccessful year, and at the end of my first year, I had a 1.2 GPA. And I was sent home on an academic dismissal for a year. So I had to move back in with my parents, and I had to bag groceries at the local Publix.
What do you see most among students who make mistakes freshman year?
The number one thing students have told me for over 12 years now is this, I use this term, but it's very important, but it really is kind of an umbrella for a lot of things, and that's time management. And what that means, quite frankly, is, you're away from home for the first time. You don't have a curfew. You won't next semester. You don't have people looking over your shoulder. You don't have an attendance officer. Our attendance policy is faculty discretion. So, one professor may require you to come to class, one may not. You have opportunities for independence you've never had before. The first day that you open your eyes when the alarm goes off and it's pouring down rain outside, and you think, oh, I just won't go today, But the first time you do it, it's way too easy to do it a second time and a third time. And so really what happens is you have this in the class time, and then you have the rest of your life. And the rest of your life is all this unstructured time, morning, noon, night, it's all over the place. And you've got to decide, how do I want to spend that time? When there are people all around you that are going out at 11 o'clock at night, when they're playing video games at 3 o'clock in the morning, again, when you might not have attendance policies, what kind of choices are you going to make for you? And that's the toughest.
How often do you see student goals change as they get used to and adapt to college?
The first interim of time is kind of the culture shock time, because again, it's very hard to prepare you for it, for everything, for what it's going to be like. Now, some students adjust very quickly. They're very self-motivated, they want to do well, they realize very quickly what they have to do well, and they get themselves on a schedule and in sync, and life goes on. Some students take longer than that. Some students, it's a semester's worth of bad grades that kind of, knocks them for a loop, and they realize, wow, this isn't going to work for me. If I keep doing this, I'm not going to be here very long. Sometimes for students, it's when they declare a major.
What have you seen and noticed that tends to motivate students the most, and why do you think that is?
I think many times it's just someone who cares. Really, quite honestly, in a university environment, it can be a great academic advisor, it can be a great professor, it can be someone, a leadership person in a residence hall. I mean, any number of people.
Do you have any tips when it comes to staying on track?
I think there are a couple things that are vitally important. One, of course, is the whole time management thing. I mean, I have to, if I know that's the number one indicator of non-success for students, then you got to talk about it. You all need some kind of a planning mechanism. I mean, whatever it is, I live by a hard copy plan. The second thing is using resources. If you come from high school with a mindset for remediation that's almost unhealthy, because it's like you probably were not tutored, you probably did fine academically, and you come here and you think, as long as I go to class, I'm going to be great. But that's just not. It's just not the way it is. You have to realize supplemental instruction means you're always going to be learning outside of the classroom.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
I've been gone for too long, think it's